Brian, you ready?
Yes.
Welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 218, being recorded on August 2nd, 2022. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit?
Where was my damn echo? Brian, you forget the echo. You got one goddamn job in this thing.
Oh my god. The CouncilCast has no background on any of these or expertise, but all of our decisions are final.
Brian's already adjourned.
Brian,
we can't hear you, Brian. Like at all.
You're muted. That's why we were laughing
Somehow
so
you
hard.
muted
because
yourself.
you're like, epic. Nope. Broken.
Nope.
Did he accidentally unplug some of it when
he actually overloaded the mic?
No.
He exploded.
And we're not messing with you. If we were, this would be amazing. Like if we could all be like just acting this well. Nope.
Did you hit another?
There was nothing after you yelled random shit.
Oh, you have a exclamation.
He blew it up.
This is. I love how our episodes always start with just like complete confusion on our part. That helps like our.
Oh my god! We don't
like retain our.
I mean, we don't know what we're doing.
No, I think you need to go to settings. I think you need to go to settings and just like reconnect it.
Yeah, this is probably great for all of our audio listeners right now.
Yeah, we're really worried about retaining the solitary listener.
Because we have so many episodes out there that you can download on any service right now.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We have so many.
There's so many. But that's okay. Well, Brian works on solving his microphone issues. I'm not sure it'll be solved, though, with his vitamin D supplements.
Ooh. Are those worthless? Because I eat those all the time. I eat them like they're candy.
See, what I did was I switched the two little dials. I mean, I know this is complicated, but let me just show everybody. There's a dial that says echo, and there's a hold on, right there. And there's a dial that says volume. And I mix them up.
That's amazing.
It's pretty good. Wait. Let me do it for you now. I got it. Hold on. Random shit.
All right. We'll just fix that in post.
It's never
Fix
too
that
late.
in post. Never too late. Okay,
I'm
sorry. What were we talking about?
I had a buddy send me a message that said, "We blasting," which means, "Are we playing games?"
Yeah.
And somebody else in the chat said, Matt has this CouncilCast thing for another hour-ish, but I'm game. I need to do some baking in 40 minutes. And I responded and said, "I'm a famous podcaster, brah. You don't even know."
We have ones of listeners.
Ones. But hey, I've gotten perks from it. I got that dope ass dictator calendar in my kitchen. By the way, Katie's mom, was it her mom or her aunt that asked? I don't remember. One of them was looking at it and they're like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, you haven't seen the sexy dictator calendar? Here, let me show them all to you." And they're like, "Oh my god." I've also sent it to people. I sent it to my boss's boss at work, and he was like, "This is fucking amazing."
I didn't realize that you actually had one made.
Oh yeah, I got a physical one. No,
Wow.
what's his nuts made it? I forgot his name. I feel bad. He's our only Eric. Thank you. Their only fan.
God.
No, Kate. It was like better than any gift I've ever given.
Only fan.
Our only fan.
Did I just make an OnlyFans joke?
OnlyFans?
Yeah, you did.
Now you just made it
OnlyFans
awkward.
for
Is what you did.
OnlyFans.
You made it awkward.
Yeah. Well,
it's only awkward if you're taking Viagra instead of vitamin D.
What?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is
So
that
wait,
a
are you finding
segue
out
into the
that-
topic? I couldn't tell.
Sure. That is.
Segue into something.
Eric said that this should be renamed the Chaos and Confusion Cast.
Hey,
Thought
is
that
it
was a
all
bad
K's
idea.
though? So it's the KKK.
That's bad.
Oh, that's bad.
Hey, Matt,
no good.
too-
No good.
Too soon.
Too soon. Yeah, that's probably true.
Too soon. Yeah.
You gotta wait another 300 years.
It could be the DDD podcast for vitamin D that apparently will not make your bones any stronger.
I
Turns
saw
out
that.
if you're taking a supplement for vitamin D, it does not help you.
But it was specifically calling out like it's not like gonna make you turbo bone man, like if you're the average health individual, right?
It basically says that it's not. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not going to make you into Turbo Man, but it's also not going to make your bones any stronger than somebody who does not take them.
Oh.
So what's the purpose?
There
To
is
sell
none.
vitamin D?
There was like I thought there was
Somebody
like
can make money?
some I thought there was some slight benefit for people that actually had bone issues. I mean, vitamin D by itself is no
They
good.
did say-
It has like the way I understood it before I've ever read this thing or even saw this headline. The way I understood it is if you care about your bone health, well, calcium, right? But vitamin D and calcium together help it absorb.
Yeah, so it does say that if you are deficient in vitamin D and have low bone mass or osteoporosis, then vitamin D probably is still beneficial for you.
But
if you were
vitamin
just
D
taking-
alone is never what they say, right? Like you're supposed to take calcium with it and the vitamin
Probably.
D helps you uptake it. I take vitamin D daily, but I don't give a shit about my bone health. My bones are fine, like that I'm aware of. I'm taking it because like
Well,
I spend most of
fine
my
be-
time indoors and like
They're-
I never
they're
get
fi-
any sun. Yeah, I
they're
know.
fine
They're
because
fine
you
because I
take
take
vitamin
vitamin
D.
D.
Yeah.
It's
I tell you what,
science.
why don't you stop
It's
taking vitamin
science.
D and then just see if something breaks?
As far as
yeah,
I know, I've never broken a bone.
the
No, not
far as
confirmed.
you know.
Well, all right, that's
long-
that's not true. I broke one before I was fucking born. Does that count?
no.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
describe count.
I need to go post on /r/never broken a bone and be like, I just found out that doctor broke my bone when they did C-section. So fucking just cross me off the list. I thought I was in the no broken bones club.
So yeah, if you take vitamin D for other reasons, that's probably fair. But yeah, they're saying vitamin D just
Bone
to
health isn't the only
promote
thing
bone
you're
health
taking, right?
is not necessary.
I
If
had
you have
never
healthy
heard,
bones,
I had
don't
never
worry about
heard
it.
people say anything about taking vitamin D for bone health on its own. I don't ever remember
Uh-huh.
anyone ever saying that. It was always you want to take calcium with it, and it helps the uptake on calcium. But I'd also read
don't know.
that like it is super common for people to be low on vitamin D because they don't spend a ton of time in the sun and aren't eating things that naturally have vitamin D in them. Like I probably fall into that group, like based on my diet and like just relative lack of being outside. So I just take it's not like a big dose. I take a tiny dose every day that just like supplements what I might not be getting. So like the worry of overdosing is not there. Like I'm not taking like the 10,
Can you
the 10
overdose on
billion.
vitamin D?
Oh yeah, you absolutely can. You can overdose on anything.
Yeah, but the amounts that they prescribe for people are ridiculous.
That's what I'd seen, like people talking about what they take, and it's like they do weird things with vitamin D and like other vitamins where it's like IBUs or like some other weird fucking unit instead of like milligrams, and I don't understand why. But like, I've never had a doctor say anything about it. They always tell me I always tell them it's a small dose and like the reason why, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you should probably just take it. Like it's not gonna hurt you
Or help you, apparently.
if you care about bones."
So wait,
There you
doesn't
go.
vitamin D help with other stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It can
So-
improve your
This-
eyesight. It can
This
help you with
study
your
was
memory loss.
specifically
bones.
looking at
It can
breaking
make your
bones.
toenails
So why
grow.
are they? So now I have a bone to pick with these vitamin D people.
It can make your right eyeball bigger.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm
What
sorry,
was
I
your
made all
bone
those
pick?
up.
Oh.
it's like I thought. Jesus, I thought vitamin D and low vitamin D in like, northern places like during the winter, like low vitamin D is one of the things that's like the culprit for people like being in like bad moods and depressed and
Yeah,
like shit
it
like
is.
that.
You could do that, or I know a lot of people get like light pads to help promote vitamin D production in their body.
Exactly. Yeah, Katie had
Yeah.
a light. She had a lamp she called it her happy lamp, and Eddie didn't think it was so happy. He pushed it over and he shattered the bulb.
Ooh,
Oh,
ouch.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a long time ago, but that was very much a moment of
This is like 5
yell
years
to get
ago.
his attention so he doesn't play with the bulb.
Mm. Ooh, this goes in my mouth.
Tastes like blood.
Oh,
Right.
well, something that you don't need to take vitamin D for is improving your hearing, your ear sight. That's what I was going to
My
say.
ear sight. I'm very interested in improving my ear sight.
But if you want to cut down on noise inside of your room, you don't need noise canceling headphones anymore because MIT can now cover your walls in thin speakers and cancel out noise around you.
They've been able to do this
I
for a long
don't-
time.
I don't need that because I just have those Bose sleep buds things that go in my ears, and I can play an assortment of different things, but I play white noise.
Well, this could cancel out everything else around you.
I'm telling
without
you,
putting
I
in
sleep
earbuds.
like a fucking rock with those things in.
Well, that's good. I don't know if this is really meant for sleeping, but
This one isn't. You said this one was doing canceling. So when I was
Yeah.
researching what I wanted, there were like two main products. There was the Bose Sleep Buds thing, which plays like it has an assortment of things that you can play. You can't play custom
Mhm.
stuff. And there was another product that doesn't play anything except the inverse of everything to do the noise cancellation. So one is silent and one is white noise,
Mhm.
basically. And I was like, I think I want white noise. I think white noise is going to be better than just silence. I don't need to hear myself think.
really? You don't want to hear any soft music?
White noise?
No, music. Music.
What's that? Can you describe it?
Music.
Can I describe it? It's the opposite of white noise.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I can imagine that. Yeah, I think this is actually a really interesting idea, though, for offices. Because if there's places like my office at work that has very thin walls,
okay.
I could see putting something like this in office buildings to
Dorm
help cut
rooms.
down on noise.
Well, how's
going
this
between offices, dorm
differ?
rooms.
It's
That's a good idea.
extremely common for
Sex rooms. I don't know.
It's extremely common for office spaces and to a lesser degree other common spaces to have
Teenage boys'
white
bedroom.
noise generators to like kill
Yes.
this stuff. So the difference is this would be negating the noise altogether. Like this would be cancellation.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, white noise is just going to kind of like muddy the noise so you can't hear.
Like if you've ever
But-
been in an open office floor plan building that
Yes,
has
I
white
am.
noise generators,
And we do
and
not.
if they're off, like they've stopped working before when I was at the Workiva building, and it was like it was like something's up. Like you just immediately notice.
Yeah, we don't have white noise in our office, and when
Mm.
everybody's gone in the open office and you just walk around, it is eerily quiet. It is very weird.
Yeah, you should just buy one for your space and crank it.
I thought about it.
Well, I think that's
but
a
yeah, I
pretty
can
cool.
see.
I think that's a pretty cool thing. I'd be interested to see what Logan has to say about that. He's probably already seen it, but he also probably would say, well, it only works within a 100,000th of a decimal percentage off of what it would need to be to actually be considered noise cancellation. So it doesn't really count. But I'd like to hear him say those numbers.
That's fair.
But they use
that is
they use
fair.
air. They use ventilation a lot of times to do that white noise stuff too. So as long as AC's running, it helps to cancel out and have that white noise in the background.
They do talk about here's a good idea. They talk about using it potentially on the inside of an airplane to cancel out outside
The
noise.
outside noise.
Really?
Yeah.
would be amazing because you have that plus your your noise canceling headphones. Actually, you probably hear the outside of the plane then, wouldn't you?
You could probably talk to a bird, I think.
If you had the noise canceling
What?
things on the inside of the plane, you put noise canceling headphones on.
But
it
the
would
noise
cancel out the
canceling noise canceling stuff doesn't.
Oh yeah, because
like,
it cancels.
It cancels. It's a double negative.
I'm
You hear
so
the outside
sick
the plane
of
even
cancel
louder.
culture. I don't. The noise canceling headphones, especially on airplanes, like they do a good job of just removing the drone of the airplane. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna like a noise canceling headphone is not going to stop you from hearing the screaming baby.
Correct.
Like that doesn't fucking work.
It just because you have something over your head.
Yeah,
That's
it
most of
muffles it, but the
it
noise
muffles
canceling
it. But
stuff
yeah, I agree.
is
It's
killing
not-
the like background noise.
I
of
remember
the
watching commercials
plane
when
drone.
noise canceling headphones first came out. Bose had them
It's
on
like makes it so that you hear nothing. That's not fucking
yeah,
true.
they're like it's like they had to show this person just like walking by a person with a jackhammer, and they're like, "It's so great that I can't
No.
hear that." I'm
You'd
like,
hear that through your
"Wow."
bones.
Yeah,
Yeah, I give them a thumbs up. I'd like to see if that actually ever comes to market. But
yeah, it seems like a good idea.
But like, I've worn my AirPods on a plane before and put them in noise canceling mode, like the mode where they just get rid of it, and it's nice. Like I like it.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
concur.
I think that makes sense. Well, if you're looking to carry more storage around with you because you want to play more white noise from your iPhone, Micron apparently has created a new 232-layer NAND device that now can pave the way for 200 terabyte SSDs.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
That one SSD would be larger than. That's like 5, 6. Just under 7 times the current size of my current NAS.
Yeah. The largest general personal computer use storage device is about 2 terabytes. The largest SSD in the world is 100 terabytes.
Wait, did you say 2 terabytes?
Is typical.
Oh, I was gonna say that's small. Like
Two-
you go
2
buy a
terabyte
fucking 10 terabyte drive. And,
You can.
or
Typical is
20
about 2.
now, right?
Yes. But yeah, this would be many times
But yeah,
larger.
Well, yeah, usually the
ridiculous.
SSDs are not. That's the numbers I just said are spinning disks. SSDs are going to be much smaller.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's pretty crazy though. If they're getting to the
SSDs.
point that they can, I mean, it's going to be wickedly expensive to start, right?
Oh, for sure.
Wicked
But
snot.
that's pretty freaking crazy that they're able to get that kind of density. What's the drawback?
They
Heat.
said right now the 100 terabyte SSD is apparently costs $40,000, and they
Yeah, I was going
expect
to
the
say that's got to
200
be super expensive.
more.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't have
like
thought 40 grand. I mean,
in
that's
like
crazy.
supercomputer enterprise lands, fucking change.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It depends on your application. Like for like database stuff, like they're less concerned about the size of the damn thing a lot of the time, and more concerned about random access. Like, can you shave me like 5 microseconds?
But yeah, this is the first time that any NAND manufacturer has surpassed 200 layers in their process.
That's
So,
pretty crazy.
yeah, I give them a thumbs up for that. That's ridiculous.
Like, does anybody want to
Very
take
cool.
any like bets on or guesses on what the numbers are going to be? Like, you remember when we were a kid, and I know this Brian's even worse probably, but when you were a kid and you're like, oh man, like Jesus, how am I ever going to fill this 2 gigabyte hard drive? And here I am, like fucking pictures over 2 gigabytes in size, and like just okay over the course of the next 30 odd years of my life when I'm 60. Like, what the fuck is the number going to be on the hard drives? Right, like you're already talking 200 terabytes on one fucking SSD. Like,
Yep.
like am I going to be sitting around with like petabyte drives?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I remember like some of the first computers we had, the hard drives were like 2 or 4 gigabytes. I think was. What
I think
we
my
had.
first flash disk, like like USB
But
stick.
flash wise, yeah.
How big was your first one you ever had? I think mine was like 16 meg, 32 meg, maybe.
This will be
Probably
a 200 petabyte drive.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Like,
I don't remember the first flash drive I got. I don't know.
definitely
Super
wasn't over
small.
128.
200 petabytes. I,
mean-
remember when this was the size of an iPod and you could barely hold 200 songs on it. It's kind of like a cross between Norm and old Norm.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about
Fozzie Bear.
petabytes for normal personal computers
Waka 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 waka.
in the
waka.
next 20 years.
What number did you say?
In the petabytes for sure.
You think in the next like 10 to 20 that like I'll just be
Yeah.
able to like order a petabyte drive on Amazon for like $300?
That would be my guess.
What's I would have to go back and look and see like what the size was when I was in like what's the increase been and like what would that equivalent be in increase in size. I feel like one of the first like definitely our early computers were like even like they weren't even gigabytes. Like the drives were not even gigabytes in size, right?
No, yeah, for sure not.
I know a bunch of old guys are like fucking these guys don't know shit. It's like, I mean, my dad had, I mean, you're talking like computers with like fucking cassette tapes as the storage device that you had to play back. And I mean, I'm old enough that I used like both 3.5 and 5.25 floppies. I was using computers when I was pretty young.
Because I remember we like play Oregon Trail on that crap.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
A lot of the games I played when I was really, really young were on 5.25s.
Start pop that thing in and start loading it, and we'll be back in half an hour so we can play this game.
Yeah, I never had a
It's
tape
worthless.
drive
So
storage.
Tom's Hardware in 2006 did 15 years of hard drive storage history.
In 2006.
In 2006, 15 years ago, the capacity of hard drives was 40 megabytes.
Wait, what? Say that again?
15 years prior to 2006, so we're talking 1990.
Okay, so right around the time like I was
It's
like
40 megabytes.
starting to understand even like how to do anything on a computer. It was about 40 megabytes.
Yeah, mid 90s was around 3.2 gigabytes.
That sounds right, yeah.
And then they started going up from there, really. So you went from mid 90s, let's say, 3 gigabytes to today, where we're running, I'd easily say a terabyte.
I mean,
probably
I do not even bat an eye to buy 2 terabyte SSDs.
Yeah.
Like, and not just SSDs, like M2 drives, like 2 terabyte M2s. Those aren't even that expensive anymore.
So you're talking what, 1,000x increase there
From like 40
from
40
from
meg.
three I'd say from 3 gigabytes to 3 terabytes.
Okay, so multiply.
Over
Do the math
the course
for me.
of 25 years.
Well, let's just say it was
So 1,000 increase.
so
up to
another
petabytes
1,000
in the
increase.
next
Would you
20?
say 4
Sure.
gigabytes? I mean, if it 1,000x again, that's. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I did 4 gigabytes. I need 1,000x. I need 1,000x 2 terabytes, right? Yeah, I mean you're that's right about what we were saying. It's 2 petabytes, right? So yeah, I mean I guess it's not unless they start to hit like actual like atomic like issues, like issues with stuff being like legit too small and like electron transfer being an issue. Like I don't remember what the term for it is, but like when an electron will just jump, like that's one of the problems with CPUs that they've talked about getting too small. Like they're actually getting like
That's
to the point that,
with 3D
that physics is a problem, right? So if they can get to if they can keep scaling like that through the next like 15 years, then yeah, I mean theoretically I should be able to be buying 2 petabyte drives for my fucking machine at the price that I'm buying now. But like I mean it's I don't even want to say it because it's stupid, but like what am I gonna put on it?
No, this is right. But that's the thing though, because
But everybody
as,
thought that.
as storage capacities increase, we just continue to watch people go like, oh great, now I have
Well, my
an
photo
app-
can be 20 gigs, right? Like I can take a 20 gig photo.
Yeah, now I shot the birthday party in 8K, so the file was
8K. Screw
Well,
that. I'm going to be doing
yeah.
50K.
50K.
Well, plus, I mean, you just tend to store things now. I mean, like the last time I
Yeah.
actually deleted a backup, I'm like, I don't worry about that anymore. I just make another backup and I just have the old one sitting somewhere else
Right.
too. So, I mean, I just don't even worry about deleting things.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
thumbs up
I'm-
for petabyte
I'm
drives.
glad we
looking
solved
forward to
that.
I am super looking forward to petabyte drives. Can't even tell you how looking forward I am.
Well, if you're looking forward into petabyte drives, you might be looking through a smart contact lens that puts an LED display on top of your eye by then.
Gimme.
Okay.
What?
How much does it cost?
I don't think they've officially released anything yet, but it looks like they're well on their way with some prototypes.
And like I can just wear it and it can just display stuff on the top of my vision.
Okay.
That's the idea.
I-
Yeah.
I had this idea for glasses, heads up display. As you look up, you get all kinds of information. Now they're just doing it on contacts.
I mean,
Yeah, basically. They already surpassed her idea.
Huh.
Fair enough.
Yeah, apparently they have a micro LED display with 14,000 pixels per inch on it. It's just over 0.02 inches in diameter and 1.8 micron pixel pitch. Smallest and densest display ever created. Running
Isn't
a
this
small
like the
micro
second
ARM
episode of?
processor.
Isn't this basically? Isn't it like this is like the closest thing we're gonna get to the second episode of Black Mirror? No one's seen it.
Could be.
I don't know.
No, I haven't.
So it is both a camera and a computer, or what's
Nope.
happening?
It's literally just a display for the most part.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
displaying, it's getting data from
It's
some other
displaying-
device, it sounds like.
It's just putting crosshairs on your eyeballs, so you can,
Yeah.
you can line up
That-
stuff better.
That's great. This is so I love this idea. I love the idea of putting contacts on my eyeballs that have little batteries in them that could explode just like any of the other batteries on devices. I mean, it's one thing if it's like sitting on
Wouldn't
your
it be
head and you
bioenergy
can
though?
pull it off really fast, but to have the batteries in those things melt into my eyeballs, I don't know.
Oh, you're overreacting.
I mean,
They don't talk
Envision
about
is
putting
overrated.
a battery in here. They don't talk about putting a battery in here, so maybe
Yeah,
it runs on free
it's-
energy.
Free energy. It runs off of
It's
solar
powered by your
powered.
blinks.
It's
Powered
solar
by
panels. As long as
blinks.
your eyes are open, the things work.
Just stare at the sun for an hour every day and it'll recharge.
Well, or any light source. Doesn't have to be.
that
have
I
to
would
be-
be more like that way you have to keep your eyes open to have it work. And if you close your eyes, then it turns off, on, off,
Eventually.
on, off.
There you go.
That way the movie stops when you fall asleep and you don't miss anything.
There you go. Oh, I like that.
Pops back on as soon as you wake up again. But there'd be like momentary glitches if you blink. Ugh, yuck. It'd be so laggy. And you know what? Thumbs down.
Oh,
Talk
here's the
myself
deal.
into it.
So it apparently has an accessory that it communicates with. So you actually have to wear a necklace with this thing that has like a big
Ooh.
old box kind of hanging around your neck
Whoa,
to do
wait,
all the processing.
A necklace. All right, I'm in now. We're wearing a necklace so they can talk to my eyeball. I like this.
That sounds
yeah, I think-
exactly like the third episode of Black Mirror.
I think this is an interesting idea. I not being a person who wears glasses or contacts, I'm going to struggle with putting this into my eye.
Oh, I can't. I tried putting contacts in one time for like Halloween or something. Nope.
Yep.
I can't do eye drops. They're like, oh, your eyes are so red. When eye drops help, I'm like, eye drops literally hurt my eyeballs. I think I have like an allergic reaction to the like whatever's in the saline stuff.
I have
that they do to
allergic
help.
reaction to saline. That
Apparently, I don't know. It hurts my eyes. My eyes get more red every time I put drops in. I don't know. What's wrong with
you're not
this.
supposed to put the salt in. You're supposed to put the water with it too.
I just put salt in my eyes, and I don't know why it hurts so bad.
Yeah, I think they get this thing to work with your phone though. That seems like a pretty cool idea. I wonder how intrusive it is on your eye. If it kind of looks like the screen's kind of off to the side, so you kind of see it in your periphery. But I'm curious. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, me too. Thumbs up.
Thumbs down for sure.
Because
Gross.
it's gonna explode in your eye.
It could either explode in my eye or it'll just like I'm not. Well, you know what? It's unfair for me to give it a thumbs down because I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to give it a thumbs down because I'm not going to use it. I'm just not going to.
All right. Well, something that you might want to look at more often and use is an action figure that's got your face on it.
John Cena.
Apparently, Hasbro. Hasbro will apparently allow you to start making your own action figures with your head on it, but the body of anybody you want, whether it's Star Wars, Power Rangers, whatever you want. You
My
can put
head,
your face on it.
Dolly Parton.
Do they have a Dolly
Can you
Parton
imagine?
statue?
Can you imagine giving these as gifts at Christmas time?
Sounds like a terrible idea.
What happened to my Barbie doll? Looks like it got ran over by a truck. Oh, that's just my face. Sorry.
So where do we sign up for this?
So I think you have to do it through their app. They're $60.
Okay.
And they will scan your face through the app and put you onto an action figure, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here it is.
They are collector grade 6-inch figurines.
And they will sell this data to every law enforcement agency in the country or the world.
That I could see. You just paid to have your data entered into your face entered into some database.
You do that constantly.
Oh yeah.
And for extra money, you can get microscopic little fingerprints on the fingers of these little.
But in exchange, you can get a 6-inch figurine. There you go.
Yeah,
and with a little extra money, your actual DNA can be on this thing. So it's fingerprints, face recognition, and DNA. What do you think?
Eric said his first Mac Classic had a 16 megabyte hard drive.
Yeah. It's not fair when you start talking to the people that were around in the before times.
Yeah.
I wonder if this would fit onto that computer. That's probably how they're 3D printing these faces.
In the before times.
What do you call times before that?
It's a South Park ripoff. He's like the fucking kids. What happens? They're gone for like 4 days. Like the parents are gone. They're missing for like not much time at all, and the kids completely devolve into tribalism and start describing things like they can't remember like stuff from like 4 days ago. They're like in the before time, the long, long ago. It's like it's been days.
I'm giving a thumbs down to these action figures. I'm not sure I really want to put my face onto one, but I do like Brian's idea of giving people action figures with somebody else's face on it.
There you go.
How many quarters do we put into circulation a year in this country? Could we give everybody their own quarter?
Now there's an idea.
I think I just got my pitch, boys.
How many quarters?
Not are in circulation. How many are we putting into circulation in any given year? Because they take currency out and put currency in.
Okay,
right?
so you're saying you want to put someone's face on the quarter?
Yeah, well, I'm tired of whoever's on the fucking quarter now. I don't even remember who it is anymore. And those state ones, that was some bullshit. Let's get our actual constituents' faces on these goddamn quarters.
That one
then somebody's quarter and coin collection could be truly impressive. Because there's only one. Got to catch them all.
What if they had a competition for whose face to put on the quarter, and it ran every year, and it was like
and
America's
like
Got
you were,
Talent,
yeah, okay.
and America votes on it.
But
I like that
what
idea.
kind of competitions would you have? Like, how would
I have
you?
no
America
idea.
votes
How
on the
would
face of
you-
the,
but-
the
oh,
quarter.
it's just a
It's
face
just-
voting
that's just
show.
it.
I just assumed there were also like things you
There are
like
no
tasks
games.
to
They
perform.
just walk in. They
Yeah.
Nope.
Do I get the
voting you
vote?
down?
Nah, America
Everyone's
doesn't
sitting
like it.
texting in.
You know what? They
Mm.
change stamps all the time. You'd have to do that with a stamp, not the quarter.
No, I think it'd be better on quarters.
Yeah, I want to be pretty immortalized. I don't want to be on some stamp.
Stamps don't immortalize people.
Yeah,
Come on.
stamps, like, I mean,
I
are
throw-
you telling
I
me
throw
that your
stamps away
stamp's
every
gonna
day.
last a longer time than a freaking quarter?
Well, if you take care of it, maybe.
Hmm.
Sure.
Can I tape money to the outside of an envelope and will it ship? You have to have stamps, right? They won't just take money.
I mean, you probably
Yeah, you-
could.
Bro, do you know how long it's been since I've actually mailed? Like, I don't have to mail anything. Like, it's fucking. I don't have to put a stamp on an email.
You probably could give money or tape money to your
Nah,
letter.
I think you have to have a stamp.
I think you can pay your postal service person.
It would probably be returned because of insufficient funds.
Because it's too
of
heavy
Probably-
now.
It'd probably be too heavy.
It's too heavy. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you aren't too heavy and you're ready to get married, and you don't have your face on a quarter, you can now rent a submarine to get married in.
Why?
What color is the submarine?
Yellow.
Why?
I have no
Why
idea.
not? Why wouldn't you? What a venue! That'd be awesome.
There's these guys. They're making a submarine. It can hold up to 120 people.
Wow, that's pretty good size.
It's a big submarine.
Do they
What color
launch
is
the
it?
couple out of the torpedo tube? Will it have torpedo tubes?
Probably not. It just has a whole bunch of windows,
No.
which I'm not sure what you're going to be able to see because apparently
It's
you can dive
yellow.
up to 650 feet.
Is it yellow?
It is. The picture is yellow.
That's
Oh
what the
my
picture is.
God.
Yeah.
We.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Okay, this isn't what I expected.
Bum, ba-dum,
It is
bum.
115 feet long, 25 feet wide, and 23 feet tall.
Huh.
You can host.
Does it-
It has a usable floor space that can be reconfigured for parties, a floating casino, and even wedding
Do
receptions.
you, for weddings, do you have to utilize their food provider or can you utilize your own?
You can
probably
bring in
their
your
Because
own.
that's
own
how.
wine,
As
no
long
hard
as it's
liquor.
seafood.
Everybody knows that with wedding submarines, that's how they fucking get you.
Apparently, it can run for up to 18 hours on a charge, and it can hit a top speed of 3 miles per hour,
3.
and it can dive to
Well,
650
you're just-
feet.
650 feet?
Yeah.
Holy
You're just gonna tootle around the
shit.
bay and get married and come back.
Brian, you
Not
just
gonna-
watched
gonna-
it. What was the crush depth for the Stingray?
500.
It was 500 feet. I was right. Boom.
This can go deeper than that.
We're approaching crush depth for this boat, sir.
I'm not sure what you're going to see at
Down
650
we
feet,
go.
but it looks like
Nothing.
they've got a bunch of lights on there.
Yeah, no, just turn on the floodlights.
Oh, look, we can
You're
see
gonna find
more
fucking.
darkness.
You're gonna find James Cameron raising the bar.
No word on when this is going to launch yet, but if
Of course.
you if you want to become an investor, I'm sure somebody will take your money.
I would imagine the waivers for that sucker is going to be pretty hefty. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to submerge a wedding party and just hope that it doesn't like spring a leak and not come back up.
I mean, I don't know. Do you have to? How many submarines are out there today? Do you have to sign a waiver when you go on a nuclear sub?
I don't know. Ask Destin.
Nuclear sub. You don't sign a waiver. You sign your life away. Become get in the Navy.
Smarter Destin from
If
Smarter
you're
Every Day
in
did a series on the submarine.
I should ask my coworker. If you're in the Navy and on a sub, do you have to sign a waiver, or do you just have to live with that?
What's the waiver? I think you signing
In
up
case
is the
you-
waiver. I am sure that you sign a document. Somebody correct me here because I've never been in or even around the military. Like, you gotta sign a document though that says if you die due to the war you gotta go to, that like you don't get to sue Uncle Sam.
That's what I'm asking. Is it a separate document or is it just part of what you sign when you sign up?
It's just like
Is it like in
it's
your
gonna be one of
employee
those things where
agreement?
there is no document because they were like, we didn't think we needed it. Like,
Don't they have to make an oath like I solemnly swear to
I
give up
don't
life,
know.
liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and also
I don't know.
if I die, I'm not going to sue you. That's pretty much what they say.
At the end,
Yeah, I think that's definitely at the end of it somewhere.
does it say anything about the burn pits?
What?
Sure. I think we're gonna move on to billionaire pitches for the week then.
I already forgot what mine was. Oh, faces on quarters. Somebody do it.
Hold on. Let's pick somebody.
No, any billionaire. I don't care who it is.
You don't want to
Turn all your billions into quarters. Divide
We're
by
talking about
divide by
well, no, no,
25 and just make that many.
We're talking
Okay,
about
Jim
quarters though,
Walton.
so the billionaire has got to be Uncle Sam.
How many did that take?
What's he? Uncle Sam's a trillionaire.
Yeah, and
Dude, it would take
Dead.
some fucking billionaire less than $1 billion to give everybody their own quarter.
Yes.
That's
That's
depressing.
amazing. Jeffrey.
How many people live in this
Bezos.
country? We're not over 400 million, right? We're like 350 million.
I have no idea. How many people?
What about Gil?
Dude,
Gil
that's
Bates?
it's less than $100 million. It's $87.5 million.
Yeah, 331 million.
If I ever become a multi-billionaire, I'm gonna change my name to Gil Bates, and I'm gonna try and race him to the top. We'll be jockeying for 45th
Gil.
place.
Gil
Will-
Bates.
If you beat him, will you become the Master Bates?
Yes.
Wait. I gotta write this down. Gil
Yeah,
Bates.
I'll make my middle name Master for sure.
I can't decide if I like Gil Bates or Beth Bezos better. What was Elon
Beth.
Musk?
Hey Beth. My friends call me Beth.
Elon Musk doesn't work so well. It's more like
Melon
Melon-esque,
Usk.
yeah.
It'd be
Milan.
Melon Us.
I would put an apostrophe in there, like a milady.
Milan
Melon.
Yusk.
Melonu. It's Melonu, and the SK is silent.
Or Born Wuffet.
Oh my god.
All right. Custom faces
Cool.
on quarters. Got it.
Got it.
Okay.
Hey, thumbs up for that. I'd love a quarter.
I love a
Jeffrey,
quarter.
you can do it.
Oh man.
Pave the way, put you back into it.
I think that
Show us what.
I'm gonna pitch
Show us
to
how. Look where you came from. Look at you now. Zuckerberg and Gates and Buffett amateurs can fucking suck it.
I'm gonna pitch to Brian Chesky that he should.
Who's that?
He's the
His name sounds familiar.
he's the CEO and co-founder of Airbnb. Apparently,
Okay, that's probably
he
why.
is number 167.
Wow.
I think he should come up with an airline just for kids. So when you're flying somewhere and you want to bring your kids along, you can just put your kid on this airline and it'll be like with a whole bunch of other kids and they just show up like it's like a daycare in the air.
What would you call it? I was trying to
Daycare in the air.
I was trying to come up with something that was something for tots. Like I
Dairy
could
care.
like travel for tots. Sure.
Mild.
I'm big on
miles for
alliteration, so that's what I was going for.
Flying, I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
Kids. Crashes for kids.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not a nice guy.
Wait, did somebody else pitch something that I missed?
Huh?
An airline for kids.
An airline for
Oh.
children. As if
It's
children
also
can't
cheaper
fly.
than buying a regular seat.
Sounds like a better It sounds like really a better movie idea than actual way to.
Are all
Airline
of-
for Kids is about the same speed as tech support, and I think you should do both of those.
I'm imagining that like all of the seats are not in the thing anymore, and
Oh, yeah,
like in the
definitely not.
fuselage, and it's all just it's like one big ball pit.
It's
It's like you're shipping children. So if the plane crashes, they're just surrounded by these like plastic air-filled things. It's like packing peanuts, except balls.
yeah, I like that idea. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty safe.
That actually makes it workable. I think that's actually something we should do. CouncilCast should do that.
We should actually action on this.
I
Yeah,
like
let me get the business proposal written up and head to my nearest credit union, ask for a business loan. They're like, how
You
much
need
do you
a
think you're gonna need
like-
for the ball pit kid travel plane? I'm like, I don't know, like
and ball pits are
probably
pretty much
like
around now with COVID, so
$7,500.
You could call it TOTS travel.
you could probably get
Travel
about
for
a
tots.
billion. You
Travel
could probably
for
get about a
tots, yeah.
billion used ball pit balls from McDonald's because no one wants to get in a ball pit anymore because of COVID. So
Eddie
we
has
could
a
fill
ball
the plane
pit.
up with you need a plane and ball pit balls, and we're in business.
The ball pit balls Eddie has are like not super like thick mill ones, like they're pretty like flimsy. And he brought me one the other day, and it had somehow deflated, and he had crushed it into just like this little piece of crushed plastic, and he handed it to me, and I took it, and I said, "What's this?" And he said, "Ball." I was like, I mean, it used to be. It is no longer.
I have a pitch.
All right. Who are you
I-
pitching it to?
I'm pitching it to Ken Griffin,
Oh,
and I would
like
Ken,
Ken Griffey Jr., the baseball
not
player.
Griffin, like
No,
Griffin.
Oh.
Ken Griffin, the billionaire.
I would like him to produce some gardening shears that are able to. They're like no effort gardening shears. So like I want them to be automated some which way. So you don't actually have to do the pruning yourself. You can just like set them up out in the yard and they do it. So like the automatic lawnmowers that go
Yeah,
and
you
cut
just
your
have
grass.
to. You'd have to have tracking on like the. Like there'd just be some like metal scaffolding or tracking near like the bushes, and it would just traverse those and like.
I'm
zoom.
imagining it's attached to a drone, and it just.
Oh,
the
this
drone
sounds
flies
way
around.
more dangerous. We're just gonna give the drones weapons now.
Either way, I think he's going to be perfect for it because it says here that his source of his billions came from hedge funds. So I think he might.
He knows a thing or two about a fucking garden. You fucking jackass. Get that out of here. You had me in the first half.
All right, you got a pitch, Brian?
You know, I was going to say a mirror that it's like a touchscreen computer, but once again, I looked it up while we were talking, and they exist. And then I was going to say, what about a mirror in the bathroom that's a two-way mirror that shows you what the other person is doing in their mirror? So you're like looking at somebody else the whole time. Like you're looking through the mirror at somebody else, but the person standing at the other mirror that's looking at themselves. You see what I'm saying?
So it's like a
Yeah.
mirror to another
You want a-
house.
You want
Yeah.
a peep show mirror.
Not really
I
a
think that
peep
makes
show so
sense.
much as so it's just confusing is all I'm saying. But then I
No,
thought
I
that was
get it.
kind of a stupid
wanna make
idea.
something
When you're at
confusing.
home and you're lonely and you haven't seen your significant other for a while, you're like, "Hey, let's look at this mirror together."
Let's go.
I
Let's
get
go
it.
stare into
Okay.
each other's
Are we
eyes
talking about
through a mirror.
FaceTime?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I
bathroom
think we are
FaceTime.
FaceTime. No, that's not it.
Call it
peep
I
bathroom
was thinking-
FaceTime. Sold.
A peep mirror called FaceTime.
That's not
Bathroom
what I
FaceTime.
said.
Apple's not gonna like this, but I think we could
Allows
probably defend
You
it.
to look in on
I was
someone
just
else's
sharing-
bathroom.
Possible ideas, not you guys warping.
Decisions are final. Thumbs up.
Oh,
It is done.
Oh, that's it, Brian. You got me. The decision is final. What am I gonna do now?
well, I vote down for that. All right, whatever.
You can't vote down on your own proposal.
It wasn't my proposal. It wasn't wasn't even my proposal.
It was
I just
definitely
said-
your
I said what I was
proposal.
thinking, and then
I think that's
you
the first for
guys are
somebody
the
to pitch something and say, I hate it. I don't want to.
Yeah,
No,
this is
thank you."
garbage. I don't like this idea anymore. Fucking killing me.
you guys will bring it up too later. You'll say, "Remember when you pitched that idea?"
Yeah, Brian, you
about
remember that bullshit idea?
the bathroom with a peeping tom?
Yeah,
show?
I'm gonna say you. As soon as I get the cease and desist from Apple from the lawyers, I'm gonna be like, "That was Brian's idea." I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, and on that Indian, I'm going to call this council meeting adjourned. Thank you all for listening. We do record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. And if you like what you saw and want to check out all of our past episodes, you can go to councilcast.org or search on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org or check us out on Twitter at RealCouncilCast or join our community on Reddit at /CouncilCast.
Hang out
I
with
keep
us over
forgetting that that's a thing.
And
Yeah, make sure to.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, Derek. Make sure to join the Reddit community.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.